Hi again, guys. Just a quick video to pick up on question 2 in the June 2013 microeconomic paper. I mentioned in my previous video I'd come back to it because with the cursor I couldn't really show you an accurate explanation for why the D couldn't have been the correct answer. So I just want to show you now why D, the opportunity cost of the production of capital goods in terms of consumer goods, isn't increasing as the production possibility frontier has moved from SR to ST. Okay, I'm going to show you that just by showing you different points on the curve. So if we just try and prove or disprove this and look at a point on capital goods such as point Y, increasing from point Y to point X, okay, because we're moving along the x-axis, you see the y to x would represent an increase in capital goods. So if this were to be true, we're just going to look at if more capital goods are produced on curve SR compared to ST, has the opportunity cost in terms of consumer goods, which is another way of saying how many consumer goods are being sacrificed to increase production from Y to X. Then has this sacrifice been higher when the curve was at SR or when the curve has moved to ST? That's what we're trying to prove or disprove, okay, which will hopefully prove why this can't be correct. Now, at point Y and point X, okay, the combination of goods that would be produced would look like this. Let's just match those lines. Okay, so therefore to increase output of capital goods, let me just draw this as accurately as possible. To increase capital goods from Y to X, the opportunity cost in consumer goods is the sacrifice in consumer goods given up. So from this point to this point, okay, where I was just clicking with my cursor, this point to this point. Okay, now if we were to look at curve ST, now on this curve at point Y, okay, this would show us that this many consumer goods are being produced. The combination of goods is Y and this many consumer goods. Okay. Now at point X, the combination would look like this. This many consumer goods, point X, and let me just draw another horizontal line. Annoyingly, we're going to pretty much go over. I'm just going to move up just a little bit, or even just down just a little bit, and that's not ideal because we're now not strictly accurate, but you can see the point would be roughly X and roughly here for consumer goods. So therefore you can see that actually, especially if this point were where it should be here, okay, when we're moving from point Y to X on the first curve, okay, so on the first curve the opportunity cost was from this level of output of consumer goods here to this level of consumer goods here, okay, which is a larger sacrifice than on curve ST from this level of consumer goods to this level of consumer goods. Okay, so we've just proven that by drawing lines to show an increase in output and what the opportunity cost of the production of capital goods in terms of consumer goods has been from SR and ST, and there hasn't been an increase in the opportunity cost, so therefore you can rule that answer out. Now just to dig a little bit deeper and explain why this has happened, If with available resources, more capital goods can be produced. This proves that the economy is better equipped to produce capital goods. Okay, so the resources, when they're switched from consumer goods to capital goods, will be more productive at producing capital goods. Okay, and we can see that the movement of the production possibility frontier from SR to ST is most likely to indicate an increase in the productivity in the production of capital goods. So therefore, when resources are switched, okay, they're more equipped to producing capital goods. So therefore, those resources aren't leading to a higher opportunity cost in the consumer goods that are given up because they're being used more productively to produce capital goods. Okay, so therefore, this proves why D isn't the correct answer. Okay, now in exams, always again feel free to draw different lines on your curves to prove or disprove things being true, and hopefully that will always help you to come by the correct answer. Okay, hope this helps.